What is JTutor? Why is it in introductory programming courses? Please stay tuned for this popular yet underrepresented idea of how to improve computer science education. First, we'll look at some data relating to software engineering jobs in education. Then, we address the challenges faced by new programming students. We also discuss the proposed solutions in terms of its values, architecture, and options. And the final part will be how this can actually be done. WorkBC estimated that for the next 10 years, computer system design and related fields will see more than 50,000 job openings. And this is in mainland and southwest alone. At the same time, Canada Job Bank pointed to labor shortage at the national level in occupations such as software engineers and computer programmers. In fact, many Canadian universities reported lower rates of graduation from computer science compared to engineering and business and commerce. Entry-level programming students find it hard to understand many concepts such as object-oriented design and data structures. They struggle to write and explain their own code. Common reasons for this: uninspiring textbooks, negative impressions of the courses, and the lack of self-esteem. So artificial intelligence, like chatbots, emerge as a viable way to foster student engagement and improve their attitude as well as performance. By simulating human interactions, chatbots can deliver interesting, evocative, playful content to programming students. Their presence makes the courses more personal and enjoyable. Chatbots are usually connected to the school database and resources, so they help students quickly locate relevant information. This is faster than dealing with paper textbooks or the overwhelming number of online tutorials and materials. Chatbots are more accessible and approachable when students need individual support. Students can freely ask questions without the fear of being judged or appearing incompetent. The deployment of chatbots typically has 3 layers: the user, the messaging channel, and the backend service. After the user types the questions in the platform like Facebook Messenger or the school website, the chatbot backend service will capture the input, analyze user intents, and retrieve information from the database to fulfill the request before generating a response. Many companies provide the above architecture. For example, IBM Watson and Google with Dialogflow. We don't need coding experience to use their service, but it is vendor restricted with no out-of-the-box deployment. Smaller companies offer more flexibility but requires programming expertise from us. So the recommendation is to build a chatbot called JTutor to assist U1 programming students at BCIT to learn Java. Java is one of the most popular programming languages nowadays. JTutor will have 3 functions: providing quizzes to test students' knowledge, helping students review important concepts, and notifying instructors of student queries through email. So what do we need to do? We need to invest in hiring instructor with at least 3 years of teaching experience at the beginner level, so that they can identify which areas students need support the most. We choose Rasa as a chatbot provider because it's more flexible and we have the coding experience to do the debugging and testing. We also need to integrate the chatbot into BCIT Learning Hub and make sure it can work on both desktop and mobile devices. This project requires time and resources, so we need to plan it carefully. First is to identify the available resources. Then we evaluate the cost and design a prototype. Next, we code individual components such as the chatbot responses, reactions, and forms. It is also important to test the system for issues and finally provide ongoing maintenance and technical supports to students. And this concludes the presentation. Thank you for listening and hope you will like having JTutor work at PCIT.